you ever wondered how important is timing, positioning, or do you need a little luck sprinkled on top to make this whole thing work? Because I think this is a common question that so many people have when they first get into network marketing. When they first get started, they're like, I don't know what's going on. Do I need to join, a company that's at a certain time? Do I need to look and see what's going on in the market? There's a lot of different questions that take place in people's minds. So let me tell you, when I first got started, this was totally not a question on my mind. And here's why. When we first got into the profession, it was like a friend shared it with us and we're like, okay, we like that person, sounds good, let's roll. We weren't really thinking about it like a business person, and we just happened to get in and do some things. But now that we've been in the profession a little while, like some of y'all have been around a little while, you do start thinking about these type of things. And so, how important is timing? Well, timing, is it something you need to have going for you? The answer is yes and no. Here's the yes, okay? Why is timing important? Well, there's two different things that we're looking for. What's going on in the company that you're potentially looking to join? Or what's going on in the company that you're in? Are they a company that's been around for a long time, super established, and kind of the table is set? Or are they a company that's kind of new, they're making waves, they're just, kind of getting in their groove, and there's a lot of room for growth? So that is one thing to consider. What is going on with the company? Do they have the system in place? Do they have some structure so that, should you get in and start moving, there's, an infrastructure for people to run on, kind of like a train going down a track. If the track isn't built, it's going to be hard to take that train someplace, right? So, that is one area to consider. Another part is timing in the market at large. So I'm just curious. I want to get your feedback. Do you guys remember when there was a big thing where there was a lot of different juice companies? We had Noni, we had Monavie, we had Sosai, we had Zango, we had all these different juices. Do you remember? Then we had the next phase. And what was the next phase? The next phase was coffee, my friends. We had, of course, the big one, Organo Gold, right? We had Synergy, we had Java Fit, we had Javita, we had like a gazillion different coffee companies, right? Do you remember that? So it was crazy, right? There was a time where like one would come in and then all these other competitors would come in and literally flood the market in that particular niche, right? So here's the question. Do you want to be in after there's a ton of companies doing the exact same product? I mean, literally, like if there's 10 coffee companies all running at the same time, or if there's, many different companies that have the exact same thing. What do you think? Here's the food for thought. Is timing important? The answer is yes and no. Timing is important because if you can have these factors, timing in your company, timing in the industry at large, if you're going to have that moving for your favor, kind of getting in line with what you're going to do anyways, awesome. But on the flip side of that, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how great timing you have. If you're not out there doing the work, right? WRK, if we're not out there getting the things done that we got to do, then timing doesn't help or not help. It doesn't make a difference if we don't put our hand to the plow and get after what it takes to get this thing done. So is timing important? Yes and no. And so those are the thoughts. How about positioning? Positioning is another thing that has really been talked about by a lot of people that are either considering joining a company, or perhaps they're in a company and they say, did I sign up in the right spot? So is positioning important? The answer once again is yes and no. Positioning, why is positioning important? Well, depending on what the compensation plan is, some compensation plans are set up to where you want to make sure you're in a power leg. You want to make sure you're in a spot where you got it going on. You want to make sure that, if there's going to be a wave of momentum, that you're going to get kind of swept up in it, right? Are you with me? So that's the benefit. The flip side is that there's a lot of companies where positioning does not make a difference. And let's be real, at the end of the day, no matter what you have, what your compensation plan is, you can have the best position in the world, and there's a lot of people that do. They're sitting in a spot and they have, one great big leg and everybody else is there and all these points are moving through their business. But you know what? They're not doing anything. And so how much are they making? You know the answer. Everybody knows the answer. It's zero. They make zero. They have to do work to get paid. That's what makes this whole thing go. So is positioning important? Yes, it can be beneficial, but at the end of the day, you got to get out there. You got to make this thing happen. Same thing with luck. Some people get started. They, look at a opportunity, they look at a business and they're like, man, I know this person, I know this person, I know this person. And they're thinking of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 friends that are like, if they get in, this thing is done. It's over, right? Like they're going to knock it out of the park. It's going to be amazing. And so they kind of go on I'm going to place my bets, right? Kind of like they're at the gaming table, or they have a lottery mentality where they just hope that if they talk to the right people, those people are going to get after it, but they really don't have to do much. And you guys have all heard the phrase, and we've talked about this in the past, where it really only takes one person. One person can literally change your business forever. Is that true? Yeah, that is very, very true. But, and this is a big but, you have to go through the sorting process to get to the one. It's not like you're going to be, necessarily the first person that you talk to, right? They're the first person on your list. You have to go through the sorting process. So we have to remember, as professionals in our amazing industry, in our amazing profession, this is something that, as the economy continues to change, we're in a day and age, guys, where, think about it. Probably people that were, like my parents' generation, that are the baby boomers, right? And even the generation before that, you went to school, you got a safe, secure job, you stayed with that company forever, like 20, 30, 40 years, and then you retired. Does that happen today, guys? You tell me, yes or no. Does that happen today? The answer is no. We know that doesn't happen today. So we are in the results economy. We are in the economy of you. You make your own economy. You can decide what is going to happen in your life. And here's what happens is sometimes people are still under the perception that the employer is going to take care of them, that they're going to, have this job security if they put out the loyalty. That's just not the day and age that we live in. So more people are waking up to the idea that network marketing is a profession. It's not just an industry. It's not just a thing. It's not just this like little part-time thing. This is people, this is something that people can do and literally become a professional network marketer. Be the type of person that this is what they do for a living. They learn the handful of core skills that will require, that are going to be needed for them to go to the top. And you know what? They just go do it. And that's how it works. And so I hope that you decide to become a professional. You decide to take this industry and not bet on timing, not bet on positioning, not bet on luck, not, place your bets at the lottery table and hope somebody comes in that, is going to take you to the top. This is something where it's a skill set. We got 2 parts, right? Mindset and skill set, right? Skill set. So like mindset, hey, 2 to 5 year plan. Hey, this is not lottery. Hey, timing and positioning are great, but at the end of the day, I have to work for this, right? That's the mindset. Skill set is we got to get out there. We have to master our craft. You ever see someone that they're like an amazing martial artist, they're in jiu-jitsu, they're in salsa dancing, they're in something where it takes skill, it takes precision, it takes someone that's actually decided to work on their craft to be the best of the best. Do you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about. Maybe you know somebody that's in one of those things, or they do something else. I don't know if they're a professional baseball player or race car driver or whatever. The things that will pay you big, they're going to take skill. So here you have something. Unlimited earning potential, no boss, right? Nobody telling you got to do this at this time or this at this time. No alarm clock. You work when you want, where you want, in the fashion that you want to. You want to build your business face to face? Do it face to face. You want to build your business online? Jump online. You can do it however you want. You have the freedom, the capability, and the flexibility to do what you want, but it's up to you to get out there and make it happen. And one way that I know to do that better than anything else is to always keep your pipeline full. Always have new people to talk to. That's one of the biggest things. People are like, this all sounds good, but what happens if I run out of people to talk to, right? A professional always is growing their list. A professional is always adding new people that may be potential prospects down the road. They don't have to hit them over the head when they first see them. They can make a friend, and then from there, decide later on to share what it is that they have. So if that's you and you're like, hey, I want to be a professional at this. I want to go to the top. I'm ready to really, take this and embrace it and not rely on, the mindset of timing or positioning or like, hey, I'm going to sign up some person that's going to take me to the top, but I'm going to commit to my craft and I'm going to go get this thing done. And you want to continue to grow your list. You want to continue to have new prospects to talk to on a regular basis. Then one great way to do that is by learning how to market your business properly on social media. Social media is a great tool. It wasn't around 5 years ago, 10 years ago, it wasn't around in the past, but today we have it where it's literally in our fingertips, it's in our pocket, it's in our phone, it's wherever we are if we just take it, utilize it, and put it into practice for our business. So if you're at a spot and you're like, yeah, I need to start using social media, I'd love to start learning how to attract prospects to me, have people inboxing you, have people messaging you, have people saying like, hey, I see you're like having tons of success. What are you doing? My girlfriend messaged me. She's like, okay, now what? They're messaging me, now what? I'm like, form them. All right, so if you want to learn how to do that, click on the link that's listed here in the description. You're going to get my social media blueprint. It will help lay the foundation for you of what you need to do to start utilizing this great resource that we have our fingertips on. So I hope this added some value to you. If it did, let me know. Drop a comment down below and let me know what impacted you. Like maybe did you have some things that you were thinking, you were like, yes, I think I was counting on the people that I were gonna sign up. Or maybe you were thinking like it was all about timing, and you know, if you're in a company right now and you know you've put your time in, you're doing your thing. Don't be looking around. Just focus on doing what you gotta do. Go out there and get this thing done, because the timing, the positioning, the luck, all of that is gonna come to those who work for it, right? It's gonna come, everything will line up in your favor. So you just gotta go out there and make it happen, my friend. So feel free to share the replay if you'd like your team to hear this little 2 cents on timing, positioning, and luck. And that is it. Take care, be blessed, and I'll see y'all next time. For more great training and to receive your free MP3 download on how to attract prospects using social media, the 4 essential elements to attracting prospects, visit summergeronimo.com.